Well, let's find out a little bit more. Quentin Letts joins us now, a political commentator based in the UK. Thank you for joining us. As we've just heard there from our reporter, there is a bit of confusion about how extensive the authority, power and control that Dominic Raab, the Foreign Secretary, who's deputising for the Prime Minister, actually has. How do you think the government is functioning with Boris Johnson in hospital?
Confusion may be putting it too strongly, I think, and that suggests that people are squabbling over who is really in control. I think that there are enough rules laid down at the moment and enough guidelines from Boris Johnson that things will continue under his sway for a few days. There is this potential decision coming at the start of next week about how long the lockdown should continue. Well, that will be taken by the cabinet acting as a mass, but I don't expect that they will take any revolutionary decisions until the Prime Minister, God willing, is back. And the news overnight on the Prime Minister seems to be certainly not discouraging. It's being reported that his temperature has dropped a little bit, and that he's stable and in good condition. He's in good spirits. Well, he's always in good spirits. But put it like this, things could be worse as far as his condition goes. He hasn't got any worse.
Do you think the public trust those reports that the government are giving about the health of Boris Johnson? Because for quite a long time it seemed like he was OK, battling the symptoms. When we saw him then on Thursday, he certainly didn't look very well when he was clapping for the carers. And we heard that he was just going into hospital for surveillance and that he was in good spirits. And very quickly that changed in hospital then for precautionary measures to then being in intensive care. So it was a very rapid escalation. Do you think the public trust what they're hearing about the state of his health?
I don't think they actively distrust it. And I think it would probably be fair to say that they hope that these reports are correct, but they're probably prepared to be a little bit sceptical about it. I wouldn't put it any stronger than that. And I don't think there's a feeling that Downing Street has been telling fibs about this. I think there's an awareness that this disease can move pretty fast, and that generally, as much as can be expected, Downing Street is being reasonably transparent. I don't think there's tremendous surging distrust of the officialdom in this.
I wonder, one suggestion that has come up is that we've now got a new leader of the opposition, the Labour Party. Keir Starmer is in charge rather than Jeremy Corbyn now. With a new Labour Party leader in place, could there be a chance of a bit more cross-party cooperation or even, dare I suggest it, a sort of national unity government? Could you see that happening?
You dare suggest it. I don't think there's anything disloyal suggesting it, Rosie, but I'm not sure it's going to happen for two reasons. One is that Parliament is at the moment out. They're on holiday. They're in self-isolation, and they're not going to be back for almost 2 weeks. So I don't see anything substantial happening in that respect until Parliament is back. And second, I don't think there's any terrific clamour for it. The opposition have said that they are being kept properly informed by the government, and I don't think that the Labour Party will be champing at the bit so early in Sir Keir's leadership to be in the cockpit of government. I think they've got to get themselves sorted out a bit before that happens. So were there to be a tighter majority, were there to be a less strong government in terms of numbers at Westminster, then I think there may be an argument for that. But Boris Johnson's government has a pretty big majority, and so I don't sense that there's any great push for that.